What does the future hold for the Xenox? What are the next steps here for the people of Gundur 12? Let's see what happens today on today's episode of Distant Worlds 2. Thank you, everybody, for joining me here. I am Realm Builder Guy, and thank you also for everybody that's liked and commented on that first episode. It is greatly appreciated. It really helps. Not just the general channel growth, obviously that always helps, but it also really helps people see this series and know that my channel is a place where you can see things that are not just Crusader Kings 3. So that includes Distant Worlds 2, because I don't just want to be a Crusader Kings 3 channel. I want to open it up to more and more games. Anyway, so we've got a notice here. We've got a new scientist named Arami Sarabi. Okay. Let's take a look at him. We'll dismiss that. He's got no skills and no traits. That sounds about right. Okay. We've got nowhere to send him as of yet, so we're just moving on forward. I do want to take a quick look at our exploration. We have a no mission for our friends here on Roaming Splendor. Can't quite remember where they even are. Let's look around here. So, we've looked at that. We've looked at that. They have not gone here yet. So again, we're just manually, or better said, I am just manually moving things forward to bump up the speed here until we get the early warp field experiments done. Once the skip drive is in here, we can move to explore beyond our immediate planet. But first, I do want to explore our immediate planet, and then we'll kind of move beyond that after that. Where exactly we'll go? Well, time will tell. But my goal for this episode is exploration. We have a new general. Great. Show me Codius Exari. Codius Exari also has no skills and no traits. Looks like that's just kind of our thing. I mean, our leader, Copian Glafir, at least he's got a decent amount of skills and he's energetic. Again, role-playing something like this is a little bit more difficult than, say, Crusader Kings 3, where you have very defined characters, because we are essentially playing a realm, an empire as such, like I've done previously with Imperator Rome, or the way I honestly play Europa Universalis 4 when I do play it on my own time. I tend to get a theme for a realm, and that is the theme that we follow throughout the playthrough, but obviously the traits and personality of a given leader will influence how I play, the decisions I make, and so on. So we're just finding, I mean, we're not finding a lot here on these planets. A few resources, nothing quite like our moon, Amsau, where we found really a good amount, or here MQ737, the rocky asteroid. So we're just kind of tracking on through here, just waiting for this to hit 100%. And once it hits 100%, well, then we will start building more exploration ships and move on. Okay, so we've got a new mining ship. Assigned a mission to DV361 for Mebnar and Steel. So we will assign that mission and continue on our mining operations. And there we have achieved hyperspace technology discovered. Using the ancient knowledge recovered in our earlier exploration, we have developed our first primitive hyperdrive. This breakthrough technology allows our starships to travel faster than light. This momentous discovery means that we can quickly traverse our own solar system, exploring and expanding. Further advances should let us even travel to faraway stars, truly exploring the galaxy. We should quickly exploit this new capability by redesigning and building new ships with these hyperdrives. And this is happening right as we basically come full circle. And we can see here just a second left, and now Roaming Splendor has... Basically, we have a new scientist here. Sorry, but Roaming Splendor has looked at everything. Hit pause. Looked at everything right around our own planet. So here we have our new research scientist, Euros Zaxul. And unknown items detected at Gundor 12. Our exploration has detected unknown items at Gundor 12. We should explore higher levels to reveal these items. Fantastic. So now we are going to take a look at the Roaming Splendor. And we will retrofit already using latest designs. So as such, there's really not much to do there. We got to wait a second maybe, and then we can retrofit. Let's take a look here. We are working on research labs next. So this is very, very important. That will give us a good boost to research, which is something we desperately need to kind of speed all that stuff up. Now, the next thing, we would go from early warp field experiments to the warp bubble generator and the stable warp fields. This gives us even more capabilities. The cost is 500 crystal, or 500 credits, along with 50 Emeros crystal, 50 Necrostone, 50 Mebnar, 50 Polymar, and 50 Carbonite. We're not going to pay that cost yet because we still have all these other things that I'm focusing on research projects next. Once we get down here and we've expanded our research capabilities, our capabilities, our tech levels, then we'll do that. Let's take a look here where we would go next. We've got Gundur 11, a frozen gas giant planet. They are closest, so I think it's time to send Roaming Splendor there to survey that one next. I think that would be the right thing to do. We'll go back to Roaming Splendor, but first we need to retrofit it. So actually what we're going to do is we are going to hit retrofit first. So it's going to head to our spaceport as the first thing. I don't know why it took a while, but you can see it's flying into the spaceport now and is going to retrofit, and then we will send it out. So the Roaming Splendor has been retrofitted, and now we can send it out to here. So Roaming Splendor, and you will go to Gundur, and you can see speed. It is jumping, and it'll head over to Gundur 11 here soon. Hyperjump. We've had our first hyperjump. The Roaming Splendor has done the first one. Fantastic. So now let's take a look, and you can see it's kind of shaking. That kind of shows, it's supposed to signify the jumping to a degree. And we'll just wait for it to show up here. There we go. It has popped out now. It is coming from the other side. And I'm very curious to see what it will find here at another frozen planet. I mean, it's a frozen gas giant planet, so we'll have to take a look here once that survey is done, which it's only getting there now, but that warp speed, that being able to jump is incredibly important. That's why my suggestion is then always do not worry about exploring beyond or moving beyond your planet until you get that first one, that first hyperdrive researched and installed. And then it makes perfect sense. We also have the Merry Memory here, which is it's under construction. It's going to be a Pathfinder level class ship. I do kind of want to rename all of these. Hold on real quick. I'm going to call this one the Roaming Explorer. And we're going to hit pause real quick. There. Hit pause. Roaming Explorer. This one we're going to call the Merry Explorer. And it is heading out to Gundur 9, actually. I want to go to manual. Let's take a look at where even is Gundur 9. Where was it heading? So there's Gundur 9. We will head out to Gundur 9 and explore that. We have made discoveries. First of all, we have a new admiral. So we will show the new admiral here, Cause Galpier, and we can move him to a spaceport. Might as well. And if we take a look at our fleet, we need to create a new fleet. Let's do that here real quickly. Now, we can't create the fleet yet because we only have one ship. So once we have a fleet, then we'll do that. Right now, they are fully automated, so they do whatever. And we will then create a new fleet. We can retrofit. We can't retrofit any of these because I guess they are already retrofitted. But we can create a new fleet. There we go. First fleet. And we will add this one to first fleet. And then we can go here to our admiral. And we can place him with, or her, I don't actually know, with first fleet. So what have you discovered at Gundur 11? We have discovered new resources at Gundur 11. Krypton, a green gas, is typically used in weapons, shielding, and reactor components. Dismiss. All right. So I apologize if it's a little, everything's a little, I don't know if delayed at times, as I'm still learning the game. I have played it a bit, but not hundreds of hours. But there is nothing else that looks like around Gundur 11. Not inhabitable at all. So now let's take a look. We've got our roaming explorer ship here. Where would we want to send the roaming explorer next? I mean, we got to move through here. So we've got one heading out here to Gundur 9. And once Gundur 9 is explored, they will also go to Ifuivid, the volcanic moon, and check that out. But I think we're going to send our roaming explorer now all the way down over here to Gundur 3. So it's going to take a while to head over there and explore. But, you know, the more we can find, the better. So our economy is still so-so. I mean, our cash flow is not good at this point, but we have plenty of money. You know, occasionally losing money, then gaining money. So we've got a new escort completed. Fantastic. Part of Fleet 1, going to be fully automated. So they're going to patrol. They're going to escort other ships just as an additional patrol. Right now, research labs at 37. So it's still going to take us a long time to get there. Now, we could crash research for 9,400. And that'll accelerate our research time. So you can see 5.5 years. I'm going to pay the cost. It's expensive, but I'm going to pay the cost. And now it's 2.7 years. Because getting that improved research is incredibly important, especially in the early game. No need to do that with that early hyperdrive. But for research labs to kind of speed up the entire research process, I think is very, very important. And we have the money, so it's worth investing it. All right, so we've got a new mission now. We are going to assign build MS2. So there's a mining station at Gundur 11 for all that Krypton. We will assign that mission, of course. All right, we made some discoveries at Gundur 9. So Argon has been discovered there, and Caslon. So reactor fuel, very, very, very important. So now, where are we going to go to next? So there's the Mary Explorer. I think that volcanic moon would be a perfect target to just kind of continue to explore right around here. How are things going with the roaming explorer? Got 40 seconds of exploration time left before we'll find out what there is at Gundur 3. We have unknown items detected at Gundur 12. Our exploration has detected unknown items at Gundur 12 in the Gundur system. We should explore at higher levels to reveal these items. Show me. Okay, there's nothing really to show there, but we will dismiss that and head back to the roaming explorer here with Gundur 3, where we just have a few seconds left until we find out what treasures Gundur 3 holds for us. All right, we've got a few things here. Let's take a look. We've got carbonite, super strong carbonite compound. Carbon compound is typically used in components that require great strength and resistance to high temperatures. Okay. And then we have Elosian jade. It is mined in great slabs from rocks found exclusively in marshy swamps. It gives us plus 6% colony development. And we have a Megalos nut. Is a tangy yellow nut of the Megalos tree. Let's see, they grow very slowly, taking 2,000 years to reach a mature height of 5 meters. And they provide plus 3% colony development, plus 1% population growth. Fantastic. So now, the roaming explorer, where are we going to go to next with you? I think we're going to continue moving out this way. So we are going to go to Gundur 5. Gundur 3 is 54%. If we click on this, the quality, so colonization suitability for Xenox is -6. So not good enough. Not good enough at all. I mean, it's a -6. Suitability is at 0. We're at a -6 because it's a swamp planet, not a frozen planet. If we look at the gas giant planet here, Gundur 9, I mean, that is, you're definitely, it's -46. And then Gundur 11 has a -49. But we are building a mining station here. So as we are getting more mining stations, what will happen then is it'll also become a boost to our economy. We will start making a lot more money. Now that we are in still this very extraordinarily early part of the game, of course, the big question is, when do the pirates appear? In the beta build that I played, that Slytherin Games was kind enough to send me, as they were kind enough to send me this game, or this version of the game, I encountered, any of you that watched it, encountered a lot of pirates very, very early on. So we'll kind of see what it's like now in the full build. So, discoveries here. We have the Zentabia Fluid. Potent healing fluid made from the rare Zentabia flower. I'm not going to go through all of this flavor text, but it provides the following bonuses. Plus 24% colony develop, plus 10% colony happiness, plus 50% troop recovery rate, plus 3% plague curing. Great. And then we've got Oscalia, a gemstone used in weapons components. Very good. All right, so now the Merry Explorer is still serving further, looks like. Still surveying more on that, on the Ifuivid? Sure. Volcanic moon here. So got another 88 seconds there. And the survey of Gundur 5, another 30-something seconds. All right, assigned mission at Amsau. So this is a research station. Industrial research plus 7%. Perfect. Now the one thing, because I'm just that smart, that I forgot to do, because I had it on manual, is the tax rate. And this is one of the issues when you're still learning a game. And when you are recording for YouTube or streaming, sometimes you forget this little crap. And this was very, very important because I was like, why are we getting 0 income? Why is there no income ever whatsoever? We can also look here. We're losing a lot to corruption. And that is part of a monarchy, which we are. Monarchies definitely hurt that. So what we're going to do here actually is, I think what we're going to set our policies to here, we're going to automate the colony tax rate. The funding levels right now I have fully automated as well. I mean, I could change that actually to manual, so we'll do that. Build ships, so build ships to construction ships. We will do that, of course. And there we go. We are finally in the positive. I was wondering why we are at a bit of a problem. So at Gundur 12, we have discovered hidden items, so plus 20% to all research. Fantastic. Okay, let's hit pause here. So getting back to this, we are now building up a little bit of reserve. We have some money coming in. And now we'll make adjustment. Facility maintenance. We don't really need any of that right now. I'm going to drop down this to 5%. And now we have enough for both ship maintenance. I'm going to drop that down to 70. And bump that up to 20. And then down here, I mean, we're right on colony growth. But I'm not really worried about colony growth. I would rather see more money go into research. We're going to drop that down to 40%. So we're going to bump up colony growth. Normally grow slowly, but you could accelerate their growth by allocating funds. I'm not worried about that. Research for me is very, very important right now. And then it looks like I still have 5% to play with here. So instead, I'm going to bump this up back to 10%. And then we've got... actually, sorry, that's 5% of total. Here, I still have for expenses, what I want to spend money on. I mean, we're sitting okay. I may as well put it into ship maintenance. 5% here, and another 5% into troop maintenance. There we go. Now we're all on board. Tax rate right now, I've decided we're just going to leave that at automated. And they set it at 15%. So 14%. So that means the approval rating has dropped. Approval rating was extremely high before when our tax rate was 0%, which explained absolutely everything. So, yep, there you go. Smart as always. And the more I think about it, actually, I think I'm going to set the tax rate ourselves. I'm going to do that manually. So we're going to go back into Gundur 12. And I'm going to decrease the tax rate just to 10%. That's bumped our approval, so now they are happy. Oh, and here we go. The Dyson Horde encounter. We have encountered a new pirate faction, the Gundur system, the Dyson Horde. Okay, so we're going to dismiss that. Initial communication with the Teekans have been catastrophically bad. Ouch. Predominantly, so Teekans, these are kind of cool. At some point, I'm definitely going to play with these. So we're going to dismiss that. For as little as monthly cost is 125 credits, we can make sure crazy ship captains don't any damage to your stuff. You know what? We're going to accept this deal. Pay off the pirates. We are not an angry faction. We're not an aggressive, warlike people. So we're going to accept this deal and say goodbye and pay the protection costs. Now that hurts us for our annual cash flow, obviously. But I'm not overly concerned with it. We can see here we're still making money. So I'm not worried about that. We're just not in a position right now to really go to war with any pirate factions. But question asked and question answered when it comes to pirates and when are they going to show up. So we continue here our survey of Gundur 5, the roaming explorer. So researching that and just learning more and more, but so far no resources have been found. Here, the Merry Explorer, on the other hand, of course, has already found a lot of things here and is done. So it is done now with its survey. So now we're going to look for a new place to explore. How about we head over here? There is something here. So we're going to take the Merry Explorer and we are going to send it to Gundur 7. So there was something noted there. You can see it right here. And we will just kind of see what they find. New construction ship is also completed at home. Fantastic. First contact. Menacing invaders. Okay. Show me. Remember, we do quite troublesome you are. Remember, we do. Quite troublesome you are. Still listen to your voice, we do. So pirate faction predominantly composed of Xenoxes. Initial communication with the Xenoxes have been catastrophically bad. Okay. So another protection racket. Financially, we're still doing okay. So yes, we are going to accept that treaty. Again, it hurts our cash flow, but we're just going to have to deal with it. So unknown items detected of Gundur 5. So we will continue to take a look at that. We accept the treaty with them. And on we go as we continue to explore. I'm just waiting for our research labs to be done. We've got a new spy, Randul Profarian. So show me Randul, who has no traits, no skills. Fantastic. Got no mission to assign him yet, so not really overly concerned with that. Have our general, and he's going to stay on our home planet. Other than that, our scientists are also going to stay at 12 because there's nothing really we can do. So we've got a mining station to send to Gundor 9 to mine for Kazlon and Argon. So we will do that. Crashed Xenox ship. We have discovered the crashed Xenox ship. Ancient ruins from a lost civilization at the desert savanna planet of Gundor 7 in the Gundor system. Take me to the location. Leave the ruins alone or investigate. Of course we're going to investigate. On this world, we have discovered the remnants of a crashed Xenox ship dating back to the time of the Cataclysm. We believe it to have been an archive vessel transporting data to our own world. We can only imagine how our world would have grown and thrived had this ship arrived intact. Perhaps we should have been traveling the stars for centuries already. This ship is badly damaged. Moving it or even interacting with it will likely cause the corruption of many files. We must choose if we wish to attempt to conserve and recover the portion of the archives dedicated to history or attempt to extract the technology data. So, playing it in a role-playing sense, the Xenox are mainly focused on preserving history. So we are going to retrieve the historical data. Origins of the ship. So the vessel originated from another world, once originally intended as a colony. The minds of the ancient Xenox technocracy even, soon determined that the original world was not safe from the Shakturi, and they evacuated all civilians. Instead, the world became a listening post to spy on the Shakturi and their allies. Information on those who fought the Shakturi, the Freedom Alliance, which our ancestors were also involved in, was recorded as well. It is important to know that one's allies are up to and to guard against any risk of treachery. We cannot know why the ship did not make it to its intended destination, but the final logs report massive gravitic waves. It seems likely the cataclysm struck when the archive ship was close to reaching our world. Now we must recover the knowledge that was lost to us. Visiting the planet from which this ship originated is a good place to start. The people on Gundor 7 rejoice at the news that we can hope to reclaim even more of our lost history. The data core reveals intriguing information. The data core are navigational directions pointing to that. Maybe we should send a ship to investigate this location. Okay, take me to the location. So here is Gundor 7. And dismiss. And I think that is a perfect place to end today's episode of Distant Worlds 2. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to not miss out on anything here on the channel. If you want to support the channel financially, drop down into the description. You can find a link to Patreon as well as the Nexus GG store. If you haven't bought Distant Worlds 2 and you are interested in buying it, you can buy it there through my link. And you get a Steam code, and a Steam key, actually, and a percentage of the sale goes right here to the channel. And down there you'll also find links to Discord and Twitter. So until next time, I'm Realm Builder Guy, and I will talk to you soon.